Welcome to IGEL Disrupt 2024, taking place at the Diplomat Hotel in Miami. And today I have the pleasure of speaking with Jason Trunk from Island. Welcome.
Thank you.
So tell me a little bit about Island. I don't think we've ever spoken with you guys before.
No, I don't think we have, but what we've done is we've created the world's first enterprise browser. And this is something where today we just use consumer grade technology for all of our endpoint workloads, whether that's a workload inside of VDI or inside of desktop as a service or even just standalone on a BYO device. You're generally in a consumer grade thing accessing business apps, whether they're SaaS apps or internal apps or cloud apps. And so we've built a browser that's tailor-made for the enterprise. And the enterprise needs data loss prevention techniques. They need better usability, better experience. They don't need coupons in Edge. They don't need the consumer grade features that we see today. They need access to their apps, a network built in and so forth. So we set out to build a complete workspace basically that is just happened to be put inside of a browser.
Well, maybe you can go into a little more detail about some of the different offerings and some of the problems that you solve.
Yeah, so you think about our typical use cases that we solve. Folks need a way to securely get to their SaaS applications, so Salesforce and Workday and Office 365. And so, the first knee-jerk reaction is to generally just go to VDI and create this closed-loop system where from there they'll have a secure potential access to their Office suite and whatnot. But with remote work and with self-IT and with work from home and call center usage and so forth, it's harder and harder to get that type of governance. And plus, when you're inside of a VDI, you're still accessing a lot of this data with a consumer-grade browser. So the protections that we're offering, really have to do with that presentation layer, like literally taking data off the screen that shouldn't be on the screen. That's never been done with a browser before. Audit, governance, being able to adapt to new changing laws of GDPR and California privacy and those types of things. Because it's very important that we don't capture personal data, but yet we need to stay very in tune with the business and sometimes get very deep in our inspection with business-related data.
So as it relates to IGEL, how are you guys working together with IGEL as a partner?
So IGEL is a great partner. We think about trying to abstract a lot of these layers, and over the years we've added so much stuff, so much technology stack around the browser, basically. We started with the browser and we started adding things like SASE and ZTNA and VPNs and CASBs and EDR, XDR agents, DLP agents, and they're all sitting on the periphery of the application that it's trying to protect. And that doesn't really work very well. So we end up having to kind of break and inspect and do things unnatural to what we could do if we were just in the browser. And so now that we've built this enterprise grade interface to your apps, which happens to be the browser, we need that secure enterprise grade OS to sit on. And because it's just literally IGEL plus Island, you've abstracted all of those layers. We think about what VDI has become, and it's still great, we still use a lot of VDI today, but we moved from VDI to desktop as a service, so we put all these servers in the cloud, but now we also put our apps in the cloud. So basically we have all these servers talking to other servers, and we just have this little interface, our portal interface to these servers. But today we think about, what if the browser could do that? What if the browser could both be that portal, that interface, sitting on that secure IGEL OS, and potentially start migrating some of those workloads off of that desktop as a service and just go direct, go native to the SaaS applications.
Okay. Well, kind of jumping back to the event itself, IGEL Disrupt is one of our favorite events. It's kind of like a homecoming, big reunion for a lot of us tech geeks, right? What are some of the things that you like about IGEL Disrupt?
Oh, this is my first one. I think everybody I've met is so cool. These guys, everybody are seasoned and they know a thing or two. It's just a really great conference, great energy. Can't wait to see the performance tonight by the Gypsy Kings, and the IGEL team in particular has been extremely helpful. It's a very technical crowd here, which I appreciate. I like, being amongst similar kind folks. So definitely a good conference for me so far.
And lastly, where can people go if they want to find out more information about Island?
Sure, island.io is our website. We do seem to make a pretty big splash these days on LinkedIn. We're generally on LinkedIn. If you look at us for a search for Island on LinkedIn. I've got a blog, we have a lot of contributors on our Island blog. Would invite people to go there as well. So yeah, I think the website's probably the best place.
Great, well, it was a pleasure speaking with you, and we look forward to the rest of the show.
Thank you very much.